Hi, I'm Pei-hua. Today let us talk about logical fallacy. Logic is how we think and process information. If we want to comprehend something or try to come up with a statement or a conclusion, we may use our logic. But if we string information together without correct logic, we may commit some logical fallacy. Today I will introduce you a specific kind of logical fallacy, that is, sweeping generalization. Sweeping generalization, in short, means applying a general rule too broadly. General rule, in this case, means that a rule that can be used to explain most cases under a similar circumstance. It helps us to process new information more quickly, but it may also deprive us of our chance to understand a thing more deeply. For most cases, the general rule can be applied, but actually they all have their own specific factors which make them differ from one another. Therefore, if you just use a general rule to conclude all the cases without further consideration or to distinguish their different factors, you may commit sweeping generalization. Here comes an example. It's a conversation between my friend and me. One day, my friend she told me she wants to make friends with gays, and I asked her why. Then she told me, because gays are all in two kinds. One of them is the hipster, and the other kind is the funny kind. The funny kind knows well about how to make people laugh, and they are all smart, so I want to be friends with them. Obviously, in her description, she commits sweeping generalization. She categorized all homosexual men into two groups without considering all the other personalities or possibilities. Sweeping generalization sometimes may have something to do with stereotype, like the two following description. The first one is, men should always be brave and strong. And the second one is, women should always be tender and submissive. The two statements confines people with their gender, without considering that every person could have his or her own personalities, regardless their gender. If a stereotype develops, it may become discrimination. Here comes a popular example. The current President of the United States, Donald Trump, signed the law to ban people from some Middle East country to get in America. And he even signed this kind of law twice. But both of them are abolished later because they violate the Constitution. To sign the law, he wants to keep those terrorists away from the United States, but his logic is faulty, since he simply relates those people or Muslims to a terrorist or terrorist attack. It's not only committing sweeping generalization, but also relating to discrimination. And it is the evidence that he makes decisions without considering all the parameters and the consequence of this action. Generalization helps us process new information more quickly and allows us to relate our past experience to those new information. But it may also hazard our logic or deprive us of our chances to get to know the new things more deeply. Furthermore, it may shape stereotype or become discrimination, which confines the freedom of every individual in a society or country. So remember, each time you are making an important decision, make sure you have considered all the critical factors in your own situation, and then you can avoid using this kind of logical fallacy.